Hello everyone. So today we are officially starting the preparation of German driving license theory. As I have already told you in the introductory video, that we have in total 14 main topics, and for each topic we will try to make videos of 30 questions. For example, the first topic is of personal requirements and human risk factor. For this topic we have around 59 questions, and we will make videos of 30 and 29 questions. The first video will contain 30 questions and the second video will contain 29 questions. For the preparation of all these videos, we had a complete cooperation and support from the famous Fahrschul card app. We are thankful to them that they are providing us complete support to prepare these lessons for theory of German driving license. So friends, let's officially start the questions. So the first question is, how can you tell that you are getting tired while you are driving? So either you can tell it as a quicker reaction time. No, as you know that if you are tired, so your reaction time will not be that quick in the traffic. You will your response will be reduced and you will not be too quick in the traffic because you are tired. So your reaction time should be lower, should not be that quicker. It's you will have some laziness in your response, so this is not the correct answer. Frequent yawning looks good, and heavy eyelids. You will have some heavy eyelids, your eyes will be opening and closing, so this can be the answer. If you click on evaluate, then you can see that your answer is fine. Let's go to the next question. What can happen if you ignore signs of tiredness? So you are driving and you are a bit tired, but you ignore the signs. What can happen to you? Lack of concentration. Yeah, your concentration towards traffic will be reduced a lot. Micro sleep. Even you can have some. It's a very dangerous situation actually. Even you can sleep for some some seconds while driving, which could lead to some severe accidents. Then if you are tired, then you will definitely make more driving mistakes. There is more chance that you will make driving mistakes. So let's go to the next question. What should you do if you start feeling tired while driving? You are driving a car and then you feel that you are a bit tired. So what should you do? The first option is get out of the car and move around in the fresh air. This option looks good. Listen to stimulating music. For example, if you listen to stimulating music and to radio, then it will never ensure that you will be refreshed while listening to the music. So anyhow, this option looks not that good. Take a break straight away. When you are tired while driving, take a break, get out of the car, move in the fresh air or do some gymnastic exercises, take a coffee, and I think then you will definitely feel good. So let's go to the next question. How does tiredness affect your driving? Same question, you are tired, how your driving skills can be affected. Delays reactions. Yeah, your reactions, your response towards the traffic will be delayed. Decreases alertness, your alertness will also be decreased, and your awareness, your traffic sense is also limited. Let's go to the next question. What could cause the vehicle to leave the road? Like by this they mean actually like you can leave your lane, you can leave your spur while driving. What can be the reasons? Distraction, you can be distracted because of the oncoming traffic, because of some other factors on the road. It's possible. Tiredness, yeah, tiredness is also a reason to leave the road, and inattention. This all looks good. Next question, which substances can impair fitness to drive in a similar way to alcohol? Which substances have the same impact as of alcohol? Certain medicines and intoxicants. We know that there are some medicines which have intoxicating effect on us, so it looks fine. A cup of coffee or a cup of tea? No, actually a cup of coffee and a cup of tea never impair your fitness to drive. Actually you feel a bit refreshing when you take a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, so these answers These options are not correct. The next question is, what can impair fitness to drive? Certain medicines. Yeah, we know there are certain medicines. When you take them, then maybe you have some sleep, you feel lazy. So yeah, this is possible. Fatigue can also impair your fitness to drive, and alcohol and other intoxicants could also be the reason. The next question is, in journal, how long does it take before an alcohol level of 1.0 per milli, this is 100 milligram per 100 milliliter, is cleared from the bloodstream? 10 hours, 5 hours, or 1 hour? Actually, you have to learn some questions by heart. There is no such logic. If you want to study more, then you can go to this ebook. I will show you again how you can see it. Simply go to the ebook, and then here you can read in more detail if you want, but I can tell you a logic. For example, here if you see 1.0, 10, everywhere you see two figures, 1 and 0. So just click here on 10 and then your answer will be correct. Actually, there are two possibilities. Either you can go to ebook and see the answers, or you can go to help, and even help will have very short description, and sometimes it is really helpful to understand the question. Next question is, what can increase the intoxicating effect of alcohol? Drinking on an empty stomach. Yeah, if you drink alcohol on an empty stomach, it will have some intoxicating effect. Downing alcohol drinks in one. If you if you drink the whole alcohol just in once, it also has more intoxicating effect. Sleeping pills, painkillers, or sedatives. Yeah, we know, like, if we are already drunk and we take some sleeping pills, it will have some adverse effects. So the next question, what can be the effects of even small quantities of alcohol? Delayed reactions. Your reactions will be delayed. Reckless driving. You will not be a responsible driver anymore. Under the effect of alcohol, intoxicating effect of alcohol, your driving will be not that good. You will show some reckless behavior. Impairment of hearing and vision. Your hearing and vision is also affected even using small quantities of alcohol. So that answer is also correct. So let's continue with the next question. What effects can drugs have? Dependence and addiction. It's clear that drug always have some dependence and addiction. Intoxication, you will have some intoxicating effect. Prolonged improvement in physical and mental capabilities. Like there will be degradation in your physical and mental capabilities because of drugs, not the prolonged improvement. So this answer is not correct. Let's go to the next one. Which drugs can make a person temporarily unfit to drive even when consumed on a single occasion? Heroin, cocaine, amphetamines, hashish, marijuana, LSD. They all affect or make a person temporarily unfit to drive, even like if he has consumed it in a very little quantity on or on a single occasion. The next question is, when is a drug dependent person fit to drive a motor vehicle again? If he or she hasn't taken drugs for 1 month, if he or she can be shown to have stopped taking drugs for at least 1 year and is not likely to have a relapse. This answer looks good. For taken for 1 or 6 months, it doesn't matter, actually for at least 1 year and is not likely to have a relapse. This answer looks good. So let's go to the next question. How is the intoxicating substance in hashish broken down by the body? Evenly, 0.1 milli per hour. It never breaks down evenly, so unevenly over an undetermined period. This answer looks good. It never breaks down evenly per milli or per gram, but always on an uneven level. Now, next question, what are the consequences for a person driving a motor vehicle under the influence of drugs, hashish, heroin, cocaine? He can be forced for a compulsory medical or physiological, psychological examination. It's possible. Fine or imprisonment. This is also possible. Confiscation of driving license or driving ban. All three possibilities are there. Let's go to the next question. What are the possible effects of hashish consumption? Intoxication with dangerous hallucination and reduced reaction capability. Yes, with a small quantity of even hashish consumption, you will have some dangerous kind of hallucinations, and your capability to uh, uh, quickly respond to the change in traffic will be reduced. Intoxication with confusion and depression. Intoxicating effect. All of these drugs normally have intoxicating effects, so these options are correct. Improve judgment of time. Your reaction time will be improved. No, your reaction time will be reduced, or you will have you will not have an improved judgment time, but a very like a less improved judgment time, or a degraded version of judgment time. So this option is not correct. Next question is, what are the possible effects of hashish consumption? Misjudgment of speed and distance. Yes, you have taken some drugs, so your judgment for the traffic as far as speed and time are concerned will be reduced. Increased likelihood of mistakes in assimilating information. Yes, to get the information to quickly respond into the change in traffic, you will also make mistakes in getting that information. Diminish awareness of danger. Like the danger, your awareness towards danger in the road traffic. Maybe there are some obstacles, some change in the traffic, so your awareness will also be reduced. The next question: who is not allowed to drink alcohol when driving motor vehicles? So all the drivers who are under 21 and all those drivers who are in probation period, they all are not allowed to drink alcohol while driving. But drivers who are more than age of 21, or they have already successfully passed the period of probation time, then they are allowed to take some alcohol, but definitely not those who are under the age of 21, or those drivers who are in probation period. Next question: are drivers during their probation period allowed to be under the influence of alcohol when driving motor vehicles? No, definitely not. There is no possibility to click on the yes. Simply go to no and click on this. The next question is, why can fitness to drive be impaired even by just a small quantity of alcohol? Because the three-dimensional perception is diminished. Yes, your 3D view is affected because of even a small quantity of alcohol, because the reaction time is reduced. Now, the reaction time is that time when you are driving a car and then you see in front of you there is some danger, or some, you can say, some obstacle. Then how quickly your mind orders you to put your foot on the brake and make some braking. So that is a reaction time in which you see the obstacle, and on the same time you put, or you hardly press the brake. So this time is known as the reaction time. We will do some calculations as well in upcoming question. What is the reaction distance or reaction time? What is the braking distance or braking time? And the sum of these two, reaction distance plus braking distance, is called stopping distance. We will make separate bonus videos on this. And even some questions will come in future in some other topics. We will also cover them. But your reaction time is not reduced. Actually, it's increased if you take even a small quantity of alcohol or some other drugs, because the field of vision of the eyes is reduced. This answer looks correct. The next question is, how can the consumption of cannabis products affect driving performance? The glare sensitivity decreases. No, if you get some light in your eyes while you have taken some drugs already, your sensitivity will be increased. You will be glared, or you will be affected with that light more rapidly, but glare sensitivity never decreases with the effect of alcohol, but it decreases actually. You will be affected more adversely when you face some light in your eyes from the oncoming traffic. Maybe it can be a dazzling or something like this. So glare sensitivity, just remember this thing, it will never decrease, but it will be increased if you have taken some drugs. Concentration on driving decreases. Yeah, the awareness of other traffic decreases as well. This answer is fine. The next question is, why is consuming drugs even just once dangerous for driving on public road? Because it can cause faulty perceptions. You will understand the traffic in a wrong manner, can result in an intoxication state lasting for several hours. Yes, it depends on which type of drugs you have taken, but like it can have some effect even lasting for more than 7 or 8 hours, for several hours even. can result in my unfitness to drive. Drugs can also make you unfit to drive. The next question is, how long does cannabis and its degradation product remain detectable in urine? Several days at most, for some weeks. Like there is nothing like some days or some hours. It's the point. It's the area of discussion for some weeks. So this answer looks good. Why is an individual unfit to drive after consuming the drug crystal meth? Because of possibility of experiencing hallucinations? Yes. Because of possible sudden onset of fatigue? Yes. You will be tired quickly. Because it is possible to overestimate personal capabilities. If you have taken some drug, then even you can overestimate your personal capabilities sometime. You will drive even more than the speed which you used to drive with. You can create some dangers for the other road traffic users. You can overestimate your personal capabilities under the influence of some drugs. It's also possible. The next question is, how can your fitness to drive be quickly restored following the excessive consumption of alcohol? We know that quickly there is no possibility to quickly restore by doing 15 minutes of sport. Nothing can achieve this. Either you drink some coffee, you make some sport, but you can never be quickly restored. If you have already taken some amount of alcohol, it will take some time to restore your abilities. The next question will be, you want to make a telephone call while driving a vehicle, what must you be aware of? Whenever you want to attend a call and during driving, you have to stop your car and then attend it. If you have hand-free unit, you can use them as well, but it is never prescribed, it is never suggested to attend a telephone call even if you have hand-free unit, because sometimes the call are stressful, you can have some personal issues, and then your driving skill, your focus on the road can be reduced. You can be distracted. So like if you make a telephone call while driving, I may be distracted through operating the telephone. This answer is correct. Telephone using a hands-free unit does not distract me. No, it's not possible. Even if you are using hands-free unit, you are talking to someone. The discussion, this phone call can lead you to some stressful discussion or some tensions, and definitely this will replicate your this issue will be replicated in your behavior in traffic. So anyhow, this telephone call, either it is with hand-free units, you are not allowed to attend a call. If you have a hand-free unit, still it's possible that you can be distracted with a call, and your behavior in the road, your performance on the road can be distracted, will be degraded. So this answer is not correct. I may be distracted by the call. It's, as I already told you, this answer is also correct. You want to make a telephone call while driving. What must you be aware of? If you want to make a call, so as there are some basic necessities. If you want to take a call while driving, if it's really urgent, then you must have to have some hand-free unit. This answer is correct. I may use a telephone without hands-free. No, without hand-free there is no option to use telephone while driving. I may use a telephone without a hand-free unit if the vehicle is parked in a suitable place and the engine is fully switched off. Yeah, if your vehicle is parked, then you can use it without hand-free unit. But if you don't have hand-free unit, you are not allowed to attend the call, even if you are in traffic jam, or even if you are moving at a walking pace. Next question, what must you do if you notice signs of fatigue when driving on open stretches of a road at night? Heavy eyelids, like you are a bit tired, what should you do? Interrupt your journey for an adequate break. Yes, adequate break could be some gymnastic exercises, some coffee, some break, walk around in the air to take some fresh air, or switch on the radio and proceed. As we already discussed, that radio or some stimulating music will not decrease your fatigue. So the next question is, how can fatigue be prevented on a long journey? Gymnastic exercises during stops? Yeah. If you make some good stops, then do some gymnastic exercises. Drink coffee and make no stops. It's not a good idea. Like you are continuously drinking some coffee and driving a car on the road without making a stop. It's not good for you. Buy well time and sufficient stops for rest. Yeah, you should plan your journey in such a way that you should have 2 to 3. If you are driving for 500 kilometer, you should have 2 or 3 breaks in which you can do some gymnastic exercises, take some coffee, but no stops is not an option. The next question is, what can diminish alertness in road traffic? Animated conversation. If you are in discussion with some with other person in the car, and this conversation is animated, you have to respond him. This could be a political discussion. This could be some discussion on sports or your area of interest, and it demands great alertness from you. It demands great response from you. Then this conversation can diminish your alertness in road traffic. Strong emotions is also another reason. If you are happy, you are annoyed, you are impatient, this will also uh, affect your performance on the road. Engrossing programs on the car radio. If there are some programs which demands your concentration, you will be focused, you will be listening to those programs, and your alertness or your focus on the road will be reduced. This answer looks good.